Children are very wise. It's a privilege to see a child bloom and they reflect our leadership back.
We're trying to create a space where they can make sense of the world because the world is so confusing, there's so many messages. But what if we teach them all the different struggles that adults have taken on to make society better? There's trusting adults, there's adults that have been fighting for our community that we can rely on. What unity does that bring, but also what hope does that create? I think our young people don't have enough spaces to learn about that, and that's where we also see divides of generations. And I think SOMOS is creating a space where parents can actually understand them and those issues.
So that's where I imagine SOMOS going, and that's how I imagine our community evolving, where we can create a space where that generational wisdom can be shared across, community. And I think we are at a critical stage in our history and in this community as well to be able to do that.
I am part of Jóvenes Activos with SOMOS Mayfair. Being united with everyone in the community makes you feel really comfortable and safe. You know that you're not alone, and it just feels really good to know that your community is full of people who want to be there with you.
Our strongest projects have always centered what would we wish our children would have for their future, but also a reflection of what we need for ourselves. What did we need as children growing up?
The other work that we do at the Family Resource Centers with our escuelita, the maestras, the parents that go through these transformative parenting workshops, really focus on the social-emotional learning. I think that has been a trademark of the work that we have done.
Being part of Jóvenes has taught me to be more open with my feelings.
It gives me like a community I can feel a part of. It gives you like a sense of motivation and a sense of like hope that you can fight for what you want.
The people here, they're really nice. They help me a lot.
Like I feel like more myself here too.
When you see districts like Alum Rock School District creating, social emotional departments, creating alternatives to suspension, and also even having an ethnic studies program is a result of our desire of centering kids and youth, and really having parents think about being not just educators of children, but actually their first advocate.
La primera vez que llegué a SOMOS fue por el programa de 24/7 Papá. Cuando empecé a involucrarme a los espacios, empecé a ver el cambio y empecé a mirar cómo desarrollaban el espacio, el tema. Entonces eso me motivó muchísimo a mí.
Me trajo beneficio porque aprendí a ser mejor persona, mejor padre, mejor esposo, mejor amigo, se puede decir.
Creamos comunidad, compartimos esos sueños, esos retos que como inmigrantes tenemos día con día. Aquí las familias descubren su valor, descubren sus talentos, sus fortalezas, su liderazgo, el cómo abogar por lo que nos pertenece, ¿verdad?
He tenido que mudarme varias veces en diferentes lados por las rentas tan altas en que está haciendo aquí en San José. Y no quiero salirme de San José. Han crecido mis hijos y quiero seguir aquí. Y por lo tanto estoy en esta lucha porque esta lucha es para toda la comunidad que ha estado viviendo.
Where did we put that child, that mother, that grandparent, that tenant in a negotiation position of power? That creates a whole different way of healing and realizing your own power. That's the work, right? That's really where we see self-transformation and community transformation happen. We want to see that for everybody.
I remember my first time going into a city council meeting and standing in front of the city council members, and I felt so small, but yet I knew that I had so much power in me. And it was not just me, it was my mom, my grandma.
Y nuestros hijos ven eso, y nuestros hijos siguen nuestros pasos. Y la esperanza es que así sucesivamente de generación a generación. De hecho, pues yo por mí, mi papá se motivó a venir, mi mamá se motivó a venir.
Ese cambio de una persona es muchísimo. Entonces imagínate 2, 3 personas. Ese es un cambio que está para la sociedad.
When we think about partnering with SOMOS, is that trifecta effect that it makes. That trifecta effect that goes, again, beyond just that person, because now it has impacted my daughter. It has impacted my parents and my neighbors, because best believe I am telling everyone. And so the opportunities that the doors that SOMOS has opened just through one person, it is beyond what a donation can do. It is that thriving Eastside San Jose that we want to see, that connectedness, that abundance that it brings, and most importantly, the love for each other.